All right, guys, welcome back to Fix or Pass. This is episode 12. Today we're gonna bring you some project cars that we found online that are currently listed for sale. All the links are gonna be posted down below in the description. So if you guys like any of these cars, you can go check them out. Get the link there, maybe go see the car and buy yourself a project. So we're gonna get started and let you know what we think as far as fixing or passing on some of these project cars. So let's get it cracking. Okay, so right off the bat, we're gonna get started with a 69 Chevelle. This one is listed on OfferUp in Santa Ana, California, so kind of LA, Orange County area. Let's read a little bit about this. It says, honestly, a clean car, just ran out of time looking for trades. 2, don't want any old cars anymore, have too many projects. All right, that's depressing. He doesn't want any old cars. He's looking for like a Corvette or probably a newer Chevy. So 350 stroker, cammed, open diff, 2 back disc brakes, installed front and back mirrors, front and back mirrors, interesting. Side mirrors installed, slight dent on the right side, all chrome parts are in the trunk, just not installed, got painted by last owner not so long ago, new battery. She honestly sits so beautiful, I really don't want to let it go, but have to. Perfect project car, 20 grand or best offer. So he says honestly a lot in this ad, which sometimes can be a warning sign that he's not being honest, but anyway. So the car actually doesn't look bad. Here it is sitting in his driveway. Guy's got good taste. He's got an SS Silverado in the background right there, so probably a hardcore Chevy guy. There's the small block 350 in it. Everything kind of looks like, you know, there's some overspray from when they painted it, so this whole engine bay is gonna have to be restored. The outside looks pretty nice, but engine bay needs some help. So looks like it's running and driving, so you can kind of chip away at this as you go, get it cosmetically a little nicer. Interior needs a lot of work. Some issues here in this drip rail area where the body seams meet. That's gonna need to be addressed a little bit. So sometimes this doesn't look like it's the highest quality paint job and stuff, so you gotta be careful. That they may have been hiding some hasty patchwork here and there. Interior needs a lot of work. The body does look clean though, so you'll have to like physically go look at this car. There's a ton of parts in here. This is a lower control arm, so hopefully those have been replaced. And this is just an old one. A lot of trim parts, the headlight bezels, some of this chrome. The way he's got it stuffed in here, it could be a little bit beat up, so you might end up replacing on some of that anyway. Here's that dent he was talking about in the front fender. That's kind of a bummer. You know, that's probably gonna have to be repainted. And that's it. Okay, so at 20 grand and he's looking for a trade, it looks like he's into like newer Chevys, so if you have something that's not that special to you, that's like an SS or a Corvette or something, and you want an old car, you guys might be a good fit, because that's kind of what this guy's looking for. I would say fix on this car. It does need a little work, it's a little rough around the edges. I would try to negotiate down from that 20 grand a little bit. And obviously going to look at the car, you get a better idea of it. But it is a 69 Chevelle. It's probably pretty rust-free because of the area it's in. However, ask all those pertinent questions. Ask for pictures of the trunk floor, the rockers behind the wheels. Those are the common areas on these cars. Around the rear window area, they get rusted out. So ask all those good questions if you're looking at this or any Chevelle, really. Next one, we got on eBay. It's a 73 Plymouth Barracuda. 340 H code, rally red, rare car, easy project. Current bid $15,100, and there's 31 bids with 4 days left. So there's a lot of active bidders on this car, probably for obvious reasons. It's a Plymouth Barracuda, really cool looking car. With Mopars, you know, the way the options are from original is very important to a lot of these people. So if you like absolutely have to have a red Cuda, this one's already that. This one is located in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Let's read a little bit about it and then we'll go back and look up some pictures. Up for sale, very solid 73 Cuda. Yes, BH23 H code, rare car, FE5 rally red. So these are all the codes for some of the options that he's listing. It's a big thing with Mopars. 340 options, no metal need replaced except for the driver's side quarter skin. This car has been inside for a long time. Frame and floors are perfect, trunk is solid, no rust, nice metal doors. Fenders, hood, all solid. I replaced the passenger door with a nice rust-free one. Door has a few dings. I have a driver's quarter skin. Grill is perfect. Okay, so it's got a lot of big ticket items that cost a lot of money to replace. So that's good. It's hard to find good grills, especially original stuff. Front windshield installed, all glass intact. Rear window was busted in storage, so you have to get a rear glass. Located fender tag, clean title, will ship overseas. There's no motor or trans, listing it one last time before I drop a drivetrain in. Also a new gas tank, slapstick linkage, so just a lot of miscellaneous parts, but some of the good hard stuff to find. He's open to sending you more pictures, he states here, which is always good. This guy's probably not trying to hide anything. Taking offers, cannot lower the buy it now, but we'll consider best offer. Let's see. Okay, let's look at some pictures of this car. So you can see it's got that different door, fender, some parts from different cars, but if they're rust free, that's ideal. They look like original parts. There's that nice grille. That's a hard to find piece. Looks like a nice roller. The other door he was talking about has the correct hood on it. Let's keep looking. Okay, this looks pretty nice, this quarter panel area. There's the floors, those look pretty nice. The original paint's still on them. Hasn't been messed with too much. It's got the console, the slapstick shifter, correct steering wheel. All the gauges are present. This car's not missing a lot of stuff. Here's that quarter skin that he said probably needs to be replaced. Back seat's in there, front seat's in there. Here's the tag. Let's see, he's showing the trunk area. Trunk's full of some trim parts, so that's good. Nice solid car. There's the original trunk with not a lot of rust, some surface rust. There's a new lower valance. There's the floor pans, those look pretty good. This is a pretty dry car. I'm gonna say fix on this car for sure. Some of the earlier Barracudas are a little more desirable, but the 73 still has that really cool look. So this car, depending on how much it goes for, you know, I may not bid past like the 20s or mid 20s on this car, but I can see with so many active bidders, this thing's popular, and for good reason. These are really cool cars. Definitely fix on this car. Being that it has no drivetrain, you can go crazy with that. You can put a big block in there. You could put a modern Hemi in there. You could do all kinds of cool stuff. It's kind of a blank canvas, whether you want to RestoMod it or if you wanted to go back to original, find an original drivetrain. Definitely fix on that one. All right, next one, 65 Dodge Coronet 426 Street Wedge, $20,000. This is on Craigslist in Hemet, which is like Inland Empire in Southern California. Looks like it's got Arizona plates on it though. Let's read a little bit. 65 Coronet, very rare 426 Street Wedge engine, all original paint, interior and engine. That's pretty neat. Everything is just all original on this car, so this thing's pretty honest. No rust, original sales receipt from when it was new. Very cool car, been sitting about 10 to 15 years, does start and die if you put a battery in it and dump gas in the carb. Magnum 500 wheels on it, have original wheels, 20K firm. Okay, so this guy kind of knows what he's got here. This body style is pretty cool. This is like real, when muscle cars started getting real, like, you know, the fender, the quarter panel started bulging out. They got real aggressive looking. This is more of a 60s style, but it still has that 426 Street Wedge engine. That's what's really desirable here, is that big block. So let's look at some pictures here. All original paint, black car. This is ideal. I mean, this thing has all the trim present. Doesn't look like it's been in any accidents. Chrome is there, all the bright trim. Really neat car. Hemet is kind of a really dry area, so this car probably stayed good out there. And if it was from Arizona, those cars stay really dry. No rust you have to worry about. Here you can see it's actually a little bit glossier. It's almost like he polished it up here. There's that big block, that 426. This is a really neat engine. This car is like just an early hot rod, you know, before like the 68 Chargers got really popular and stuff. These Coronets were the hot ticket. It even looks like it's got an original radiator. That's really hard to find. Everything on this car is pretty much untouched. You could probably pressure wash this thing, get it running right. Here's the original interior. This needs a little work. You know, most Arizona cars, the interior stuff dries out. That sun is hard on them. But it's got the cool shifter here in the console, pretty well optioned car, and everything's there. Back seat's a little rough. This probably just got burnt out from sitting in the sun. This guy's a Mopar guy. He's got a really cool Cuda sitting back here. There's a trunk mat. I kind of want to see pictures of that peeled away. Oh, he's got a duster back here as well. So this guy's playing with Mopars. He's got a good collection going. Okay, so there's under the trunk mat, and there is some surface rust there. You know, these mats are rubber, so they trap moisture in there, so commonly you'll get surface rust. Hopefully you can grind all this down, recoat it, and not have any like pinholes or rust through the trunk. That way you can leave the original trunk mat. Here's the data tag. This is really cool. There's the other side of the car. So you see a little dent in here. You know, to be expected. This car is all original, lasted that long. The paint's starting to fade, so it's got kind of a neat patina look, but it's all original. So I really like this car. It's unique, it's different. It's not the typical muscle car you see, but still a great looking car. And it's got that really neat drivetrain combo, all original, 20 grand. I would say fix on this car. I would almost just kind of do little cosmetic maintenance things, maybe get that interior dialed and keep driving this car. I mean, they're only original once, so when you find one that's black and original paint and just a real honest car, you know, you could restore it, but I think it's almost cooler to just keep that the way it is. It's been preserved this long, since 1965. Just do that, just get this thing mechanically dialed in and just enjoy a really cool original Survivor car.
Would it be a good deal to buy that car if you just wanted the engine?
Not this car. I mean, that engine is very desirable, but I would look for one that was like damaged or wrecked or something. I probably wouldn't split this car up because that engine is numbers matching to this car. That's kind of what's valuable here. If you're looking to just get a donor engine and you want a Mopar, the 426 Street Wedge is really neat, but there's also, you know, you could get a 440 out of a motorhome, or, you know, some of the later 400s if you want to get a good donor drivetrain. That might be a little more suitable. I probably wouldn't split up a nice original Survivor car like this just for the drivetrain, especially at 20 grand. I mean, that's big money if you're just trying to get the drivetrain out of it. Okay, next one. This is in Craigslist, another Mopar. We're having a Mopar heavy episode here, which is cool because we're doing some of the odd Mopars, the ones that people don't think about so much. So this one's in Chicago on Craigslist, 67 Imperial Chrysler, luxury Mopar, 440, new old stock, 67 restored mechanically, $12,750. Let's read a little bit. So he says, I call back only, so leave a number with questions. Please read the entire ad. Leaving no number in email will result in no response. Here's a description. 67 Imperial, true survivor, 86,000 original miles. It's got a big block 440, top paint code, turbine bronze from the Chrysler turbine car, bargain. 5 years ago, receipt sale for $13K. They have gone up. Good operational order. Every system has been gone through and renewed. Drive it coast to coast with confidence. That's a bold statement. So this guy is really confident in, you know, the drivability of this car, which is good. I mean, if you're looking for a car that you probably aren't going to have to do more than cosmetic stuff, sounds like this is it. This is one of those cars you would assume would be in worse condition. Once you would see it, you'd be proven wrong. Transmission solid, no fluid leaks, tires are fresh, original paint. Black leather interior is in nice condition, no dash cracks, AC blows cold, power windows work. This is really cool. Highly optioned car, and all of them work after all these years, so that's pretty neat. Chrome and trim pits are scarce, okay. Washington State car, recent Wisconsin title. This is interesting. Service manual, build sheet, dealer service card. No need to sell the car. That is the price that will buy this rare Survivor. Offering wishy-washy buyers, please don't waste my time. Car shown in a police parking lot, no coming here to look. During winter, no showings till spring. That's a big thing in the back east too. You know, the winters get so bad that even if you did go look at that car, it was indoors, it's gonna be hard to get it out of there and drive it out of there. You don't really want to. And if you want to ship the car, a lot of shipping companies won't even go try and get into that weather. He lists a bunch of other cars he has for sale. Looks like just a lot of neat cars, a Corvette, a Nova, more Chryslers, a fire ambulance. This guy's got some interesting stuff. Here's a list of cars he's looking for, so he's interested in trades as well. So if you have one of these trades, let's look at some pictures here. Okay, so right here, all the lights work. This is pretty neat. This is a really cool setup on this car. This car was super luxurious. Back in the day, if you bought this, you had money. You were ready for a luxury car. This thing competed with like the Lincolns, the Cadillacs. This was it. Imperial was almost top of the line. And everything's there. It's got all the lenses. These brake commonly. It's such a big car that when you're coming into driveways and stuff like that, you see these get tagged and brake right away. This car has them. Very complete. It's a big four-door sedan. Looks like he has it under a cover. All the power window stuff. Very cool car. Very nice inside. It's got that black leather that survived all these years. Very nice exterior. The paint looks serviceable. Same thing with the interior. That leather, I see maybe one little rip over here on the driver's side, but other than that, it's nice. Let's keep looking. Wow, even the engine bay is super clean. It's not all dusty and dirty and greasy. It's clean, it's always been maintained. That's the original AC compressor. Looks like it's still in functioning condition. Maybe this brake master has been upgraded, but that's fine. That's kind of a safety thing. It looks like new power steering hoses, ideal. So I believe him when he says this car is ready to go. Jump in and drive it cross country. These are pretty well built cars. When you got higher up in the trim line and in the Imperials and stuff, these cars are really well built. They're tanks. So I wouldn't even say like fix or pass on this car. I would say just buy this car. If you're looking for like a big, cool 60s cruiser, just buy this car. It doesn't look like there's really anything to fix on this car. Like maybe that little torn leather piece, and if you want to address little cosmetic stuff. But I would say buy this car. Really unique car, probably super comfortable to cruise and drive. It's big. You can fit, if you have a big family, you can fit them all in there. That trunk is massive.
You could put 3 bodies in there.
So yeah, posted a day ago in Long Grove. If this is what you're looking for, go get this car. They're hard to find in this condition. Sometimes the luxury cars, they were more well kept. You know, this person probably had a garage, probably didn't drive this in the winter, and that's why you see it like this. It's just so well maintained. Somebody had the means financially to keep a car like this in good shape. Let us know, do you guys want to see more big luxury cars like this? Do you want to see kind of the sporty muscle cars? So maybe we'll do an episode with all big cars. Let us know what you think. Thank you for watching Fix or Pass. Stay tuned with us. Next week, we'll bring you more project cars. And in the meantime, keep having fun with cars.